This is KTVO's Good Morning Heartland.
And welcome back. The 2013 squirrel hunting season is in full swing, and just to make sure you're doing it safely and legally, we have Matt Bergfield with the Missouri Department of Conservation here this morning to break it down for us. How are you doing?
I'm doing fine. How are you?
Great. Thank you so much for coming on. So first of all, let's go ahead and talk about hunting with squirrel hunting. When does it end?
Well, squirrel season is one of our longer seasons that we have. It starts on the 4th May, excuse me, the 4th Saturday in May, and it continues until the 15th of February the following year.
Okay, and what kind of permits are needed to hunt squirrels?
For Missouri residents age 16 to 64, they would need a small game hunting permit.
Okay.
For those that are under the age of 16, they do not require a permit to go hunt squirrels. However, if they're hunting alone, they have to be Hunter Ed certified.
Okay, and we'll talk about that in just a minute.
Okay.
Before we touch base on the hunter certified education, let's talk about harvesting squirrels. Is it difficult?
It depends. You know, if the person can sit still in the woods, you know, they have a pretty good shot at it.
Okay.
However, you know, if it's somebody who gets fidgety and you know can't sit still, the squirrels see that movement and they're gonna go away from you. But you know, squirrel hunting is a very good way for a beginning hunter to become involved in hunting. It's a great opportunity to take kids out because squirrels are a small animal, and you know you can hunt them with a pellet gun.
Okay.
Okay, it doesn't have to be a high-powered rifle or anything like that. You can even trap them. So it's kind of a good place for people to enter hunting.
Okay, and then gradually move on up to deer season and all that other
Correct.
stuff.
Yes.
Where in the best in Missouri is the best place to go hunting for squirrels?
Well, in most of the time when I think of squirrel hunting, I think of going into the woods, of course, and you know it's a bigger deal down in southern Missouri. But here in northern Missouri, we have plenty of squirrels for people to hunt as well. Some things you're going to want to look for when you go into the woods are look for some hickory trees.
Okay.
Some trees that produce nuts, your oaks. You know, this time of year the nuts aren't being produced quite yet or aren't ripe, but we're about a month and a half away from that. So you know, when the nuts are ripe, you know, the squirrels will start eating them. They're referred to as cutting hickory nuts. And at that point, you know, you can walk up underneath them while they're eating, and they're probably not even going to know you're there.
Interesting. Now, is there a limit on how many you can hunt in a day?
There is. The daily limit is 10 squirrels.
Okay.
So then that would mean that your possession limit is 20. So, you know, a lot of people, by the time they were to get 10 squirrels, they're done. They've taken a couple. They have enough to eat. Just for a sample, you know, to satisfy their taste,
right.
And then they're ready to move on to something else.
Interesting. So just a couple minutes ago, we talked about permits and age requirements, and then you also talked about if they're under a certain age, they need to be hunter education certified. Correct? What is that all about?
Okay. The hunter education requirement came into play when we noticed that there was a lot of hunting incidents, you know, people being injured due to hunting-related activities. And so in 1987, we put in place a requirement for anybody age 16 and over that were born on or after January 1st, 1967, that they had to take and successfully complete the hunter education course in order to purchase hunting permits.
All right. And when can someone take these classes? Is it all year round? Is it a certain time of the year?
There are several classes throughout the year. We sometimes tend to focus ours in Macon County prior to the spring turkey hunting season and prior to the fall firearms deer season. Okay.
And what are some ways that they can sign up? Can they go online?
They can go online. They can go to our website, MissouriConservation.org, and there's links that they can access through that to get to the registration. Most of our registrations are done online.
Okay.
Now, and our classes are also changing from what they've been in the past.
And what are they changing to?
What we're doing now is we're breaking it up to where people can do the self-study. They can pick up a book and go through the booklet themselves, do the reviews, or they can attend one of our classroom courses, which is a little bit shorter than what it used to be.
Okay.
And another way they can do it is to go online and take the course online. After they've completed that first portion, then they have to go to a second portion, which is a hands-on, where they get to practice handling firearms, practice some of the methods that we discuss in that course, so that it's more of a hands-on learning instead of sitting in a chair.
Right. And a lot of people seem to do a lot better when it's hands-on and gets them engaged in the course.
That's correct.
So what we'll do, Matt, is we'll post all of this on our website at heartlandconnection.com. We'll link Missouri Department of Conservation's website as well as rules and regulations when it comes to squirrel hunting. Thank you so much for coming on. I appreciate it.
You're welcome. Thanks for having me.
And we'll be right back.